nail tech partnerships. Is this a good idea to share space, go into business with somebody, blah, 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 all that stuff we're going to talk about right now on the Biz Talk.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blahs, Tracey. There's a lot. And whenever there's a lot, I go technical and I go sophisticated, which is blah, 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 blah.
It's pretty much what I hear when you're talking.
It's like the Charlie Brown. You guys probably don't even know what that is, do you? No.
Can we put that there? Right here. Right here. Insert.
Okay. So we actually had a couple questions this morning on our live stream about this topic, right? Partnering, and there's a lot of interesting stuff that goes on, right? With potential partnerships, or maybe there's a salon owner that sees a talented nail tech and says, hey, come to my salon and we'll partner and I'll give you X, Y, and Z. And you have the freedom to do this, but then if you leave, you don't get your clients, and like a little like asterisk in there.
But
yeah, exactly. But before we get into those details, let's just talk generally speaking, like sharing a space, maybe, Trace, like two nail techs partnering. There's a salon space, a salon suite. They want to both use it. In your opinion, good idea, bad idea? Have you seen it work? Have you seen it explode? Like, what's your experience here?
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Like, really?
Someone should own it. It's just gonna save you a lot of grief. I'm not
Okay,
saying
wait. What do you mean by that though? Like let's take the example of a salon space or a salon suite. What do you mean somebody should own it? Like, it should be somebody's name on the lease. If they're the one.
Habib's name is on that lease. It is Habib's space, and I am renting
from
Habib.
So there needs to be a boss, basically.
There needs to be someone responsible for the lease and all that stuff, and not a shared partnership.
Boss. AKA.
Yeah, because if you're renting from them, you're technically your own boss. However,
correct.
It's not saying it can't work. I'm not saying it hasn't worked.
Have you seen it
work? No.
Okay. That was my question.
Now, I have seen people last a long, long time together when there's a boss.
When there's someone that is in charge.
That is their name.
Yeah.
They're on the lease.
Yeah.
They're responsible for the lights. Everything that you're paying me booth rent for is included in that.
Right.
But you're not looking at those bills.
So how would that, totally makes sense. There's rarely a situation in a business where if there's like 3 people running it, where it works. You can't have too many chefs in the kitchen, right?
Nails, 3 people. But
can you imagine that?
But okay, let's take your business for instance.
Yeah.
3 people, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, my brother, my mom.
Yes.
Let's go. There it is.
Would it have worked if you guys were not family?
Would it have? What do you mean?
If take the family part out.
Okay.
Would you guys still be in partnership right now with all the ups and downs and struggles and fights you guys went through?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
And, I mean, most families can't even survive what you guys did.
Yeah.
Now take the family out.
Yeah. Probably not. I think it would have been easier for myself or my brother or one of us to say, I'm done if he's not my brother or my mom, right? Like, I can speak for me personally. I probably would have left, but I can't because it's like, this is my family.
I got to take care of my family. I got to take care of,
Yeah.
It involves much more. I've tried partnerships with family.
Yes, I remember.
And it's not good because rarely you may think you guys have the same vision, but things change. Things change for you. Things change for them. It's not so important anymore to them. Priorities have shifted. If you own the business, your priorities can shift.
Yeah.
If you're a partner and you want to keep 50-50, your priorities need to stay aligned.
I want to correct what I said, actually.
Okay.
And for one reason only.
Okay.
In the beginning, I'm going to agree with you and say if we weren't family, 0% chance. I would not have stuck it out. But after it was made clear that I am the person that's in charge, right?
Yes.
And that was made clear to my mom and my brother. Like there has to be one person making the final decisions. The fact that we were family actually complicated that more, versus if we were not family, it would have been easier to fire somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like because I'm the one that's in charge and I'm the boss. If that person wasn't family, I'm not saying my brother and my mom, but there would have been a situation where it's like, you know what? Sorry, you can't be part of this business anymore.
However, if you're equal partners, you're not firing your other partner. It doesn't work that way, right? So,
You actually can.
well,
No.
but then it didn't work.
Right, but they like to get somebody out of a business. You have to be okay with they're still going to collect if there's like a dividend payout, they're going to collect that, but they're not getting a salary. So it's like, and you have to be okay with that when you're doing that. Yeah.
And would have been so easy to go to them and say, I have to be the boss. If you had just been me
Yes.
going to your mother and brother, not related,
they would not have done it. Yeah.
So the family thing came into play.
The family thing came into play. Yes. No, there's no 0% chance.
No, she didn't even talk to you being family.
Yeah.
Imagine not being family.
No, impossible. It wouldn't.
Yeah.
Knowing my mom, especially my mom, it was hard enough for her to accept me taking that role. So, but here's the one common thing, right? If there's no boss, no matter family, no family, if there's not a person that's in charge making the final decisions,
It doesn't work.
it will not work at all. And I think that's the initial point that you're making, right? Yeah. There's got to be somebody
in charge, responsible.
Right.
And, if you are going into partnerships and your partner priorities change and they're no longer pulling their weight in your mind,
That's right.
Doing
That's
their part. Okay, I'm the boss. I do all this stuff, but now they're not even doing the stuff that they were doing. Are you going to be okay with that?
You're going to be okay with that.
It's hard.
It's hard, man.
Because you're not.
Yeah.
You think you will be. It's fine. I'll just do it, and I'm going to make this successful, and it's going to start slowly eating at you.
Yeah, so I really like what you're saying, Tracy, about if you're going to go into partnership, that has to be agreed. Okay, let's not call it partnership. You can't do a 50-50 unless literally one person is okay with saying, you make the decisions and what you say goes, and you're the CEO of this salon business that we're going to have together. Yep. And I'm good with that. Outside of that, it's not going to work. You can't have two chefs in the kitchen. It's not going to work.
No.
And then, okay, so moving on, because I think we've established, it's probably better just to go solo, unless, again, you can make that you can give that up. Somebody can give that up. Let's go on to this situation.
Get a contract.
What's that?
Get a contract.
Get a contract. The second
because
situation?
They're okay. No, right now.
Right now.
Yeah. In that situation, if you're
Yeah.
okay with the boss thing, that's written down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think no. Good point.
Because
and I think that's important.
they may be okay with it now, but they might not be later. My husband, we've been talking. I've heard that. We've been talking.
Yeah. Well, the families do talk, right? It's always like, well, I've talked to my family, and then it comes into play. Your family comes into play of like what you want best for your family, and so it gets complicated really quick.
Complicated.
What about a situation? We've heard this one where you're an LTAC. You're building a business. You've got your own suite. There's a local salon that you have a relationship with, and they're like, I want you in my salon. I will give you a partnership. I'll give you, if I sell the business, you're the first person that I'll sell to you, but you're still not an owner. I will, you'll get full control. You run it, whatever. Making promises up and down. Seems like a good deal. Whoa, I'll actually be in a salon. Have you seen that work? This is a big fat no episode, guys.
Sorry. I'm not trying to squash anyone's dreams. Human nature. Things change. They may have the best of intentions, that's the plan.
Yeah.
But plans change. And they can change quickly, or it could be a long run. Things are going extremely well. It all looks like we're going to hit exactly what they told me is going to hit. And then all of a sudden it doesn't.
Yeah.
And are you going to be okay with that? You're giving up your business to promote someone else's business. And we all, I mean, we all can work for companies and,
sure.
But is that what you want to do?
Right.
Or is your goal to own a business? If you're already in a salon suite, you own a business. So why are you going to give that up to hope that someone is going to give up their business after you make it successful?
That's right. Again, getting into like muddy waters here, right? Unless you have a contract that clearly states, this is your role. This is what you're doing. You get first right of refusal if I decide to sell the business. You're going to run the business. If you leave, you can take your clients. I don't care, which most salons are going to say if you build the clientele at my location, you can't take them with you.
They can't control that.
They can't control that. Yeah, exactly.
But they try.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to put it in there.
They
try
scare you.
Exactly. And I don't know what the laws are, rules are, how all that. I have no idea how that works.
I think it varies, but from my understanding, used to be that's not a thing. We're in California. But I don't know other state. I don't know I know that I was presented with that kind of contract, and I'm like, I ain't signing that.
No way.
Because first of all, I built the clientele. Second, if they want to stay at your salon, they will. You can't guarantee me that they're going to come with me,
right?
And I can't guarantee you they're going to stay.
Can you imagine going to a client and going, listen, right here in paragraph 7A says that you have to stay here. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's my contract, and you have to stay here.
I signed it. You see?
Yeah, I signed it.
I own you.
The person's gonna be like, "I'll go where the hell I want."
Yeah,
please.
I'm not staying here, and I'm not going.
I'm not going to you. Exactly. It's an insane
request
proposition.
Yeah.
Like, who controls clients? Now, a client list, right, is just a marketing list. It's like, here's my customer base list that you can own, because I've seen that offer, right? We've seen that. Somebody was talking about today. Somebody made an offer of like a customer list, or I think you were talking about this. All that is a marketing list. So it gives you the opportunity to maybe get in contacts.
You have contacts. That's it.
That's contact list. But you still have to close the deal.
Because Habib bought the salon, but I don't want to go to Habib. So
well, why not?
You don't own me. Again, you don't own me.
You don't own the customer.
Yeah, you don't own the customer. Rarely are you going to see that those clients, okay, I'm going to stay here.
It just does not. There's no way.
They're like, oh, I've been wanting to try out that place down the street anyway. Or where are you going? Are you quitting? It just does not work.
The only way that something like that could work is if there's an exclusivity in territory that's established. So, for example, like your place of business is going to be located outside of, within like, let's say 10 square miles of my business, but you can't stop a customer from crossing over into the area.
10 miles.
It just, yeah,
it's 10 miles.
But you have to talk to an attorney. I don't know legalities, but that's the only thing I could see. Yeah.
You can't be doing nails within the,
yeah, I could see. Like when it comes to like geographic, don't sign that. Don't sign that either.
You're like, okay, now I can't go to that salon that I really want to go to because don't sign it.
Yeah. In the end, like, listen, I think we're not trying to say that partnerships in a business don't work. Clearly, partnerships in business work because many people have done it and they're successful, right?
Yes.
But what we're trying to say is it's not easy and you've got to make sure that someone is in charge making the decisions. You got to be okay with that regardless. Even in this salon situation, right? Where somebody's trying to pull you in, are you genuinely okay with all those A, B, C, D, E, F, and G that they're laying out for you? And here's the other thing too, right? If you're okay with that, there still needs to be it's got to be written somewhere.
Contract. But Habib, you don't trust me?
No. Well. So that conversation is always an interesting one, right? And this is what I would say. This is literally what I would say. Tracey, I do trust you, but the problem is that I've had so many experiences where things change over time. And that's not your fault or my fault or anybody's fault. And this is not a dig on anybody, but you have the freedom and right to always change your mind. But this is just for protection, and it is for both of us.
That's main thing right there.
It's for both of us.
For both of us. This is not a one-way street.
Correct. So that I myself don't change my mind and go loose, and then you don't change your mind and go loose. And now what do we have? We've got nothing. We have I remember you told me. Well, nobody's got a memory that good either.
Go to an attorney. He's going to say, "Where's the contract?"
Where's the contract? I
didn't want them not to trust me.
Yeah, and then here,
how'd that work?
Yeah, how'd that work? And then it's like, well, now you're having to explain to the lawyer. 3 years ago, I remember we said this, and it's like, dude, 3 years ago, who remembers anything 3 years ago?
And she says you didn't. So, and I do. First of all, this is not like business. I'm not a business advisor, obviously. I'm speaking from experience. I had this happen.
Exactly.
I know my experience, and
Correct.
I'm just speaking from that and how I should have had a contract, or I shouldn't have done it. I should have listened to all those little red flags going off everywhere of, and or walking down that rabbit hole of, am I okay with that? What if this happens? Am I okay with that? And am I going to be okay with that? And why am I hitching my wagon to that in the first place? Is there a need? Are you doing fine on your own? Why, what is the need?
Right, exactly. I think that's the big, you have to really explore for yourself, why am I engaging in this? You got to be honest with yourself. Are you seeing some things maybe you don't do well, and this person fills in those gaps? Well, then, okay, that's it. Let's say you have a great specialty as a tech. This person has a great specialty in marketing, and it's like, oh, whoa, we will complement each other. Yeah. Or then maybe you want to grow your business. Let's say you want to do 2 locations. For example, this person has expanded the business. They understand. So like those are the things where a partnership can work. But again, it's very specific. Like you have to know why you want to bring somebody in to help you. You know what I'm saying? It's
got to benefit both of you.
It does.
And, again, I'm not saying anyone has bad intentions starting out. We kind of talked about this on Twitch. The person who was saying that, well, she wants me to manage it. I'd give up my own business right now, but I will be able to purchase it later. The things that can come into play, that purchase later thing is you've grown their business. Now they don't want to get out of it.
Right.
That or their daughter, their son, their cousin. What do you mean you're going to sell it to them? I'm your family.
Right.
I should have first choice.
Right.
So
have a contract.
And
that details all that.
Even down to, like you were saying, have a contract that you have first dibs within we're going to get the business appraised. They can't say, well, I want $200,000 I gave you first option. Right. And then do what they want with it,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
All that. That's what attorneys are for.
That's what they're for. Exactly. So in the end, if partnership is something you're thinking about, just take what we're saying into consideration. Be thorough, do your research, make sure everything is clean and clear, contract written out, and you agree, sign, and then I think you're going to be good to go. And make sure there is a boss in place, somebody that's going to make those decisions, and that both of you are okay with that. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on partnerships, what your experience has been. We'd love to hear about it. And any ideas for future episodes, comments below, please. Tracey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Biz Talk.